Using carbide tools to hollow out sections of Halloween pumpkins is a fantastic way to elevate your pumpkin carving game, allowing for intricate layered designs or thinner walls for enhanced light diffusion. Here's a detailed guide on how to do it effectively, using larger, rounded carbide burrs, along with tips for safety, precision, and creativity. Step-by-step guide to using carbide tools for hollowing out. Halloween pumpkins. 1. Choose the right carbide tools tool selection. Opt for larger, rounded carbide burrs, e.g. ball-shaped or flame-shaped burrs, as they are ideal for scooping out pumpkin flesh efficiently. These burrs are typically used with a rotary tool like a Dremel or a die grinder. Grit and size. Select a medium to coarse grit for faster material removal. A burr diameter of 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch works well for hollowing larger areas, while smaller burrs, 1/8 inch, can be used for detailed work. Shank compatibility. Ensure the burr's shank size matches your rotary tool's collet, commonly 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch. 2. Prepare the pumpkin clean and cut. Start by washing the pumpkin to remove dirt. Cut a lid, or base, using a serrated knife or pumpkin saw for easy access to the interior. Scoop out the seeds and stringy pulp with a spoon or pumpkin scraper to clear the workspace. Mark your design. Sketch your design on the pumpkin's surface with a washable marker. For layered designs, outline areas where you'll hollow out sections to different depths, e.g. for a glowing gradient effect or multidimensional patterns. For light diffusion, mark areas where you want thinner walls to let more light shine through. Plan wall thickness. Decide how thin you want the walls. For light diffusion, aim for a wall thickness of about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, depending on the pumpkin's size and desired glow intensity. 3. Set up your workspace. Safety first. Wear safety glasses to protect against pumpkin debris and dust. Use a dust mask if working in a poorly ventilated area, as pumpkin particles can be irritating. Work on a stable, well-lit surface covered with newspaper or a drop cloth. Tool setup. Attach the rounded carbide burr to your rotary tool. Set the tool to a medium speed, around 10,000 to 15,000 RPM, to balance control and efficiency. Test the tool on a scrap piece of pumpkin or a similar material to get a feel for its cutting power. 4. Hollowing out sections. Start with larger areas. Use the rounded carbide burr to gently scoop out pumpkin flesh from the marked areas. Hold the tool at a slight angle and move in smooth, circular motions to remove material evenly. Avoid pressing too hard to prevent damaging the pumpkin's outer skin or creating uneven surfaces. Layered designs. For multi-depth designs, e.g. a glowing moon with stars, hollow out different sections to varying depths. For example, shallow. Hollowing. Remove about 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch of flesh for subtle glow effects. Deeper hollowing. Remove up to 1/2 inch or more for brighter areas or fully carved through sections. Work from the inside out, checking the exterior periodically to ensure the design looks as intended. Thinning walls for light diffusion. To enhance light diffusion, focus on thinning the pumpkin walls evenly in areas where you want a soft glow. Use the carbide burr to carefully shave down the interior flesh until the wall is translucent when held up to a light source, about 1/4 inch thick. Test with a flashlight or LED candle to gauge the effect. Check. Progress. Frequently stop to inspect your work by placing a light inside the pumpkin. This helps you see how the light interacts with the thinned or hollowed areas and adjust as needed. 5. Refine and detail smooth edges. Use a finer grit carbide burr or a sanding attachment to smooth out rough edges or uneven surfaces in the hollowed sections. This creates a polished look and enhances light distribution. Add texture. For creative effects, use the carbide burr to add texture, e.g. cross-hatching or stippling, to hollowed areas. This can create visual interest or mimic natural patterns like tree bark or spider webs. Cleanup. Wipe the interior with a damp cloth to remove loose pumpkin debris, which can clog the burr or affect the final appearance. 6. Safety and maintenance. Tips tool safety. Keep your hands steady and avoid sudden movements to prevent slipping. Never touch the spinning burr and unplug the tool when changing attachments. Pumpkin stability. Secure the pumpkin with a non-slip mat or have someone hold it steady while you work. Tool maintenance. Clean the carbide burr after use by soaking it in warm, soapy water and scrubbing with a brush to remove pumpkin residue. Dry thoroughly to prevent rust. 7. Test the lighting. Place an LED candle, fairy lights, or a small flashlight inside the pumpkin to test the light diffusion. Adjust any overly thick areas by further hollowing with the carbide burr. For layered designs, ensure the varying depths create the desired contrast when lit. 8. Final touches. Clean the exterior. Wipe down the pumpkin's exterior to remove marker lines or debris. Preserve the pumpkin. To extend the life of your carved pumpkin, apply a thin layer of petroleum jelly to cut edges or soak the pumpkin in a bleach water solution. 1 tablespoon bleach per gallon of water, for a minute to slow decay. Display. Place your pumpkin in a cool, shaded area to maintain its condition, and use battery-operated lights to avoid fire hazards. Tips for success. Practice first. If you're new to using carbide tools, practice on a spare pumpkin or a soft material like foam to master control. Work in layers. Hollow out gradually to avoid removing too much material at once. Inspire creativity. Experiment with designs like silhouettes, geometric patterns, or scenes that take advantage of varying wall thicknesses for dramatic lighting effects. Call to action. If you found this guide helpful, subscribe to our channel for more pumpkin carving tips, tool tutorials, and creative Halloween ideas. Leave a comment below to share your own pumpkin carving experiences, or let us know what designs you're trying this year. Happy carving!